Started like putting it here. Yeah. I'm gonna stop saying that I'm gonna come back and like be consistent. You're gonna get a video when you're gonna get a video. So it's my 20th sketchbook. I've finally like matched my age in sketchbooks, and when I get my next one I'll surpass it, which isn't much because I'll literally be like 21 in like 2 months time, but to match my age in sketchbooks is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's just like labels and stuff, because I don't have like stickers, like, or I just haven't found people to buy stickers off of. So as you can see, I started this September 8th and then I finished it just a couple days ago. And it's the first one of the first things that I drew. I got the book and I had no idea what to do, so I just drew my little icon of myself, like what I was thinking at the time. And then I drew Vera probably talking to someone. I don't know if she's talking to, but she's talking on the phone, like texting and stuff, and there's like this little love heart, so it might be like her partner or something, I don't know. These are just some like body studies I did. It was like sketch reference daily that I used. I just did some sketches in like this gel pen and then just like painted it green. This is another spread page of Vera. I was downstairs with like my flatmates and I didn't know what to draw, so I just drew her, and then they told me to draw the drink in my hand and a stegosaurus, so I just did it, and then just did some like little stars in the back. This was Arcane, like it was like it was before the season had come out, and like it was gaining back hype because obviously the new season was coming out. So I drew Savika and then a couple of eye studies and then Jinx, and I initially drew the like here, but it was way too short, so I just glued this piece of paper on and drew the rest of it. And then under here was what the pages used to look like. It was just like more sketches that I did, but then I didn't want to like create another page to do the arcane stuff, so I had drawn this initially, and then they were like, I drew this initially, and then there was something in this top corner and I covered it, and this is what the page looks like beside it. I just drew this on another piece of paper and stuck it over to make it an arcane page, and then did like her little deals behind it. This is Helda. I drew this during my like uni lectures. Majority of the pages that you're gonna see in here is like drawn during uni, like during my lessons and stuff, because I don't have I don't have a lot of time to draw in my own free time because it's just taken up by uni work. I drew her like this little turnaround, well, like two like side views, kind of like partial back view, one back view, and then her in like this black and white style. It was just done with like I think a HB pencil and then maybe like a 5-6B pencil of like her whole body, her shoe, face, like different expressions, stuff like that. And then I'd covered it because it kept getting smudged because obviously the graphite from the pencil kept like rubbing off the page. This little like film, I genuinely don't know what this is, but it could only be two things. It's obviously not tracing paper because I've used tracing paper in here. I feel like this might be laminate paper because it still like shows transparently, but I'm not too sure. It was just in like my scrap drawer where I keep like spare materials. I have no idea what it is, but when I find out, I'm gonna get more because it looks way better than tracing paper. As you can see, this is just another page of me like doodling myself, like my little icon guy. I don't know what to name her. And then some more drawings of Sire when he was younger. I don't know why, but I just stopped drawing the horns. I think I did that with I didn't draw their horns anymore. But yeah, I drew him when he was younger, used some coloring pencils to like do some kind of like tonal thing with it. It looks cool. Again, some lecture doodles. I drew myself as like this little mummy. Just doodles on myself. My little kid were having a fun day out. And then this is me imagining if they had realistic legs and realistic arms. I'd take this over this. This looks freakish. And then just some some loose sketches of them that I just did on the post-it note. This was a worksheet we did in uni. We went to a farm and we were supposed to be doing live studies, but it was raining, so the trip was kind of a bust. But I took pictures and I drew some of the animals on there. I think this is a goat. I liked drawing the goats, it was pretty cool. And then there was some rabbits in the coop, so I drew them. This opens out, so there's more like rabbits here, goats here, and then there's some goats grazing here. It's like different kind of like angles of them. It was to do with some like starting of our research, but I didn't quite like understand why we were doing it initially, so I just ended up doing studies of the animals and nothing else. It was fun though. It was like a nice little like downtime. This initially was going to be like, I was thinking of what I was going to do for my final project for like my animation, and I was thinking of having like these two characters, but I've changed it to something else, and I think it might be in this book, so I might explain it later. But it was gonna be like this kind of like horror-esque like animation of like this demon wolf and this guy who like finds his amulet that the wolf is trapped into. It doesn't make any sense because I just thought about it on the whim, and I just did like these rough sketches of what I thought the guy might look like. I tried to like plan out his hair because I never really like go into depth about character design, even though I really do like doing it. So you can see I did his like dreads long or like shoulder length, or just like two long ones, and then just like freeform hair, or having it like more abstract. And I still don't know what he looks like, but I'm keeping this design of the wolf. I really like it. I may change like the colors used for it, because I've initially done like blue fur, yellow eyes, like red iris. I might want the fur like a bit darker, maybe like a dark purple or a darker blue, but I like the design of the wolf. I'm gonna keep it. This was just a few like uni notes of like my initial idea for my essay, and then I did like a little drawing of Helda and Sai dancing, and you can see I don't draw their horns anymore. I feel like I'm just gonna keep it like that. This is like some observation studies I was doing. I'd come into uni like a bit too early, so I just sat in the library and I was doing some observations of things I could see. Like that's one of the chairs, those are some of the chairs that was like in the reception, my power bank, my phone, like the charging ports we have. That was the pen I was using. This house and the car was outside, some post-it notes, my pencil case, my water bottle, my pen, ice, a button, fire door escape sign, and some little like stand they had on the table. I need to cover this page, and I just ripped up some like old comic pages I had, and these are some sketches of some paintings I was gonna do when I was at home over the summer. I did this one. It's on my wall. I might take a picture of it and show it. It's not good. I do want to improve it because I want the grass to be a lot more visible. The colors I use, I just want it more like defined. I'll put a picture up of it. This is a FNAF page I only did. There's these two pictures on Pinterest of the Foxy urinal and Bonnie toilet, so I just drew both of them. Some doodles of Freddie, Bonnie, Chica, and then myself in the Freddie suit. This is a spread page of like musicians I listen to. I'd come into uni early and I listened to MF Doom, so I drew MF Doom first, and then I drew Tyler, the creator, in like his eagle phase, and then I did Corey Taylor in this mask. Then I did either Denzel Curry or Kid Cudi, and then I did Kendrick Lamar, and then I did Jasmine Bean, and then I was like, the page still felt a bit empty to me, so because I couldn't fit any more faces in, I just looked at like symbols or like icons that other artists I listen to. This is like the Korn logo, that's the Nirvana smiley, that's the Deftones pony, and that's the Gorillaz like skeleton thing. You'll see in the two bottom corners that there's water damage. I got caught in a storm with a friend, and the book, it didn't get fucked. Obviously it didn't get like that damage, it was just the corners here that really got damp and wet, so like just excuse it for all the other pages. There's some vampiric lady that I drew. I don't know why. I don't really have much reasons why I draw certain characters or like why they look like that. It's kind of just like I thought of it in the moment. Pencils, like some coloring pencils that did shading and stuff. I just kind of wanted her to look like almost like gaunt, so I was trying to like bring in a lot of like slimming stuff, like, you know, like how you have like high cheekbones and like triangles. I'm not making sense. I wanted her to look really like slim, like almost like skeleton like. So I tried to like, if I brought anything out, I'd want to like cinch it back in. That makes sense. Some deals of a character I was drawing for uni. She's like based off of, I have to explain it all to you. I don't want to do that. It's long. This is a character that I'm doing for uni. When I've finished it, I'll share it. More school research thing. This trip, I didn't really like it, so I was just, it's still observations, but I wasn't really like that engaged with it. So like, you see on the other side, I did start drawing some other stuff I could see. And that was a doodle when I was waiting outside the gallery. And then I didn't like draw on this side of paper. So when I came home, I just drew doodles of my little guy with different expressions. And then on the other side, I done that, more of them on the other side. But I just wanted to draw, initially I wanted to draw Saya. But then when I started, like, when I continued drawing, it looks like Miguel from Spider-Verse. So I just continued with that, and then yeah, I just continued with that. Initially I started with like this pink pen. You can see it under it a bit, like I sketched with that, and then I had like this red pen that I wanted to like build up some of the shadows, and I wanted to keep the black pen as like the outline. I didn't really want to like shade with the black pen. It was just red and pink I wanted to keep it as, and then white as like a really harsh highlight. But yeah, this is so finicky to fold. This is a little boxer character. I've drawn her before, but I forgot her name, and I luckily forgot her design, so I redid it. You can just tell that I like creating characters, but I don't really expand on them. I kind of just one and done. But I made this boxer character. She has like this little I envisioned her with like an undercut, so she'd have her hair up all the time. It would really like be down. This is just like a little doodle of her sparring, and then I did some quick doodles of some action poses. More uni notes, and then more sketches of her, more like boxing action poses. This was like, I just drew a seraphim because I was just scrolling on Pinterest for like tattoo designs, or if I wanted to like put them on shirts or anything. So I wanted to do a seraphim, like this little heart, just mindless stuff. I was just doodling myself again in the lecture. I think I started off with, I wanted to do like a full body, but whenever I do full bodies, I always like get cut off by the feet. So I just did the pants I was wearing, which was just big, which would just cover my shoes anyway. And then just myself in different poses and like different clothes I was wearing. And these are just more uni notes. This is again my little goober, and then I drew her as if she was like a full-bodied person, like if she was actually like human and abided by like anatomy and stuff. I have no idea what this is. I can't tell you what this is. Again, to like cover pages, these are just like pages ripped out of my old sixth form book where I just like doodled between my notes. I just stuck it in to serve as like, just to cover the page because I didn't like what was under it. So it's just my old like English work, and then I had like drawings in between it. So this was this is another character from my uni work. Again, I'll explain it when I show it, or if not, I don't know. And then this is Chromacopia. I just wanted to, and this is Chromacopia. I fucking love the album. So I just wanted to do like a little page about it because everyone was drawing the character Sir Chroma, Saint Chroma. Everyone was drawing Tyler in this mask, like the character he created, so I wanted to do mine. And it came out as it's technically like a pen. No, it's a fine liner study. I was using fine liners for it. And then in the back, it's like so bad, but it's like felt tip pen. I was trying to like black it out, but it kept fading. I might paint it, but it might ruin it. So you know, I'll leave it. And then this one I did recently, like these two cowboy characters that I have, I was trying to redesign her because the hair that I do is too similar to the hair that I do for my little character. So I kind of wanted to like differ it because it looked like this roughly. So I just made it longer and heavier. So it's locks, but it's like a lot thicker. So it comes down to like maybe her shoulders, mid-shoulder, top back, yeah. And then like some little expressions. I did this turnaround of her so I knew what it looks like from the side. And then I maybe wanted her to give her like a bandana or a headscarf to like cover the top. And then I kind of like thought of what her character would be like if she was like a farmhand and like she's really close to her dad. I think I wrote it down somewhere else, but like her ear, I really wanted to keep the earrings because I was thinking of her being like a farm girl. That this is like, it like reminds me of like how cows have the tags on their ears. I felt like it would be really cool for her. So I wanted to bring more of like an animal element to her with the earrings, and I feel like that's pretty cool. More uni sketches of planning pages. It will make sense when, if maybe I show you. These are 2D sketches that I did. Initially, I was gonna keep them as like, they were just like pen sketches, but then I got bored and I started scribbling, and I kind of ruined the face. But at the same time, I don't think I care that much I don't think I care that much about how it looks or how it's coloured. It was fun to do, so I enjoyed it. Again, doodling during lectures and stuff, I just did this zombie character and a realistic, almost like realistic stylized wolf of the character that I showed you. This is more uni work, which may or may not be explained if I do or do not finish the work. My little goober, just like, I don't know, chilling out or some shit. It was supposed to be like, I was supposed to make my own like work page for another trip we were doing in class, but I didn't end up going. So I just ripped out the doodles and then just did this little thing for it. Me planning pages out for some work, and I was supposed to do like a pen study of myself just to like fill in the page, but I never finished it. It still looks good though. And some more doodles of me. A little doodle of Glep, because I started watching Smiling Friends and I really like Glep. Glep's like my favourite character out of the whole show. And then more of my little farmhand cowgirl in here. So like drop earrings like cows. Round face, youth innocence. I kind of wanted to like make her, I kind of like want to like build an actual story for her. So I was trying to like plan out what her character would be like, and I wanted her to be like really close to her farm. So I wanted to kind of like make that like a centerpiece around her. I might like build out a character and like give her more attributes to show that she's like really like, you know, a farm girl. And then I did this little doodle of a chicken and like 2 little eggs. This is Roach. This is like, well, I can tell you about Roach, yeah. This is Roach. So like he's a character I made when I was listening to Green Day. I was listening to Insomniac, and I made Roach out of it. So I did like a full body of what his clothes would look like, this side view, and then like a couple doodles of it. This is part of my uni work, which I've said that I may or may not show you. This is getting really repetitive. I started planning out business cards that I never finished, so I abandoned that very quickly. I did do this little profile thing, so that's something. Initially I watched Act 1 of Season 2 of Arcane, and I was trying to draw less from memory, and then this is me actually using a reference. So it's not too bad. I obviously got like the headscarf thing down. The nose isn't as narrow, the lips aren't as that narrow. Her face isn't as angular. Like it could be like a cousin or something. This is another character I made when I was listening to Deftones. It's like this little siren character. Her design has changed from how I've drawn her up, because I wanted to make her look more like, not evil, but more like mysterious. That's not the right word either. Extraterrestrial. I don't know why that is the way. It's such a loaded word. I wanted to make her more extraterrestrial, so because this looks a bit like too like basic for me. Like it just looks human, so I wanted to change it a bit. Yeah, I it's best I don't lift that up. And then more doodles of myself being held by the character I just showed you. I had like this idea of her standing like that with like the whole hair flowing around her with like this multicolored this multicolored pencil I got from Manchester. It was pretty cool, and I started drawing with it constantly. It's actually so much fun. I do like how it turned out, but I kind of wanted to see, I may redraw it as this, because I kind of like the shape of it. Yeah, I kind of want to redo this and maybe like blow out the hair a bit more. But I do like how this turned out. It kind of leads to the whole like alien like siren thing that I wanted to like push. again, multicolored pencil, did a sketch of her in pencil and then a sketch of her in pen. And then, I don't know, I just drew a girl kissing her because why not? And then I initially did a sketch of Vera in the multicolored pen. And then I just coloured the hair over in red, her eating the burger, and then two girls having fun. And then, oh, this is Vera roller skating, because I wanted her to give it like a whole like roller derby thing. I don't know why. Again, the hand was too short, so I extended it with a little piece of post-it note. I didn't know what to draw, and he said that I should draw Vegeta, and I just looked at a couple screenshots and just sketched them out. Yeah. Finally, I'd gotten a bit of time for me to actually draw Savika, which is my favourite character from Arcane. So I wanted to like dedicate a whole page to her. So I was just looking at screenshots for like pose for her. Her like arm thing, like substitute little socket thing is so hard to draw. It's so hard to draw, and it's so detailed that I actually felt like giving up on it. And you'll see in the whole arm here, I sketched that out and like lined it. It's so long. So that's me like looking at a reference. I was looking at references for most of these. And then when I got to like this side of the page, I was trying to draw it from like my own, not memory, but like having my own like art style on it. But this arm, oh my gosh. I need to like, even it doesn't look it is simple, but my god, drawing this, I felt like giving up and just drawing that. I understand why people would probably just draw this and not go into this, because it's so long. Beautiful, but so long. And then I was drawing her like different expressions, like trying to like get my style into it. Beautiful woman. Difficult arm, oh my gosh. And my second favourite character is Vanda. So I drew him like as a human, like hugging Vi and Jinx. And then I drew him as like he's supposed to be like Warwick, but I know this is like a different form to how he is in the game. But I kind of like this form of him, so I drew him and like Jinx having a tender moment, and then him being like hung up, and then a little close up of his face. And that isn't the last page. This is the last page where I'm drawing me and myself. Yeah, it literally is me and myself. Me and my little goober having a little moment, seeing each other. I was trying to like see their qualities, so I wanted them like really, really small. Like I could hold them in my hand almost. Like that. Yeah, and then that is actually the last page of the sketchbook. Don't look at the cutout pages. Those don't exist. So that is it. Yeah. Enjoy.